Alright, y'all, I'm back. Um, I read this post. And it said, "Don't blame the distractions, improve your focus," and that sparked something in me. So, of course, as y'all know how we do it, I got the 432s playing. I got my tea, and we're gonna go into. I think I got like 15. Yeah, I got 15. I may not go over all of them. I got 15. I guess I gotta call it branch offs. Branch offs for that statement. Shout out to my Blues, St. Louis Blues. Shout out to them. They won last night. They beat the Canucks. That's neither here nor there. But we're gonna get right into this one. And the first one is to acknowledge the root of the problem. Acknowledge the root of the problem. So don't blame your distractions and improve your focus. The root of the problem is that you're not focused. You're not locked in. You're not in monk mode. And you letting your time and your energy and your what is it called? You letting you be distracted. My boy has said something about that one time in one of my videos. Shout out to Jody. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Distractions aren't inherently bad. They're a symptom of underlying issue. Lack of control over your focus. You gotta get back control over your focus. And yeah. Instead of blaming distractions such as social medias, pretty much social media, women, men if you female, and things that don't add to your overall well-being or your future, you have to take responsibility for creating an environment and mindset conducive to deep work, right? Number 2 is understanding how focus works. Understand how focus works, what focus is. Focus is a skill, not an innate trait. Like any skill, requires consistent practice. You have to practice, and practice makes perfect, even though we'll all never be perfect. We have to understand that everyone just doesn't have focus. Everyone just isn't inherently just able to focus on what they need to focus on, or inherently know what they need to focus on. So work at it. Figure out what it is that you need to focus on, and take the time out to actually focus on that. Your brain craves novelty, so distractions often win because they offer quick dopamine hits. The key to training your brain is to enjoy prolonged concentration, which is easier said than done. Number 3, start with a clear vision. Define why focus matters. What are you working towards? Is it a career success, personal growth, or mastering a hobby? All right. Having clarity about your purpose keeps your mind engaged and less susceptible to distractions. Yeah. So figure out what it is that you need to focus on, and the pathway to focus on it, and things that align with that outcome that you want. Which goes into number 4, which is set specific and realistic goals. Break tasks into manageable chunks instead of write a report. Try draft the introduction. Write the 2nd paragraph, write the 3rd paragraph, write the 4th paragraph, write the 5th paragraph. And you break it down into manageable chunks and somewhat reward yourself for the small things, right? Because even small wins matter. Shout out to Small Wins Matter. Shout out to, it's not Lori, it is Michelle. Shout out to her. Small wins do matter. Use methods like SMART goals to keep yourself on track. I forgot what SMART stands for. I completely forgot what SMART stands for. I wrote this like 2 days ago, and I'm just now getting back to it, so don't mind me. Number 5, optimize your environment. Declutter your space. A messy desk can clutter the mind. Control digital distractions. Use apps like Focus at Will or Freedom to block time-wasting websites, and create rituals. Designate a specific spot for focused work. So for me, what that looks like is I have a cutoff time for like Instagram, Facebook, all of those apps that are distraction apps, right? And after a certain amount of time within the day, it will alert me and say, listen, you've been on here too much. And I get off. And creating a what is it called? A clutter-free environment. I have my studio upstairs. If you know, when I was doing the 100 Simple Life Truths, everything was upstairs, right? And I used to just study up there. I spent most of my time in my office / studio, and now that I've come 2 floors down to my basement, it's when I do need to study and stuff like that, I go upstairs and it's all my camera stuff and all my distractions are down here. Another thing that I do is I keep my phone in a completely different area of the house sometimes. Like if I'm in my basement and I know I'm going to be studying or doing something, I would, what is this in my pocket? I would keep my phone upstairs in my room, or keep my phone in the guest room, or just forget about my phone, like completely just forget about it. And then by the time I come back, like 3-4 hours later, I'll like reply to whatever messages, or you know, scroll Instagram, or do whatever I gotta do. So number 6 is leverage the power of time management. Work for 25 minutes, take a break for 5 minutes, and repeat. Work 25, 5. That's, you know, every 30 minutes you should have a 5-minute break, and that helps you not get overwhelmed. Experiment with time blocking, right? Reserve special hours for deep work and honor those blocks like appointments. So you gotta do what's best for you, right? You gotta block off those times, not be so available to people, and set those boundaries, for yourself, and follow your own boundaries. Number 7 is practice mindfulness. Meditation trains your brain to notice when your focus wanders and gently bring it back. Even a few minutes of daily mindfulness exercises can improve your ability to stay present. I've been real yin and yang, and really trying to like just ground myself to where nothing affects me, right? And a lot of things affect me. I'm a human being, right? We are all affected by certain things in life, and we all react to the things that affect us, right? And what I've been doing lately is removing myself from the cause and letting the reaction be the reaction based on nothing really happening. It's confusing, but it makes sense. Number 8, prioritize energy management. Yeah. Let's see how this shit. So, energy management is what you give your energy to. There's a lot of negative things that's always coming at us, is always testing us, and you gotta prioritize how you respond to those things. A tired brain is easily distracted. Focus thrives on adequate sleep, proper nutrition, and regular exercise. Schedule demanding tasks for times when your energy levels are at its peak. Morning, like for most people it's the morning. For me it's not really, I am a morning person, but it all depends. I keep my energy on reserve so I can have those nice bursts of energy whenever I need it. Yeah. Number 9, limit decision fatigue. Automate and simplify low-stake decisions, meal prepping, choosing outfits, to conserve mental energy for more important tasks. Develop routines that eliminate the need to consistently decide what to do next. It's pretty straightforward, right? Limit your decisions. Make a lot of decisions at once, like meal prep, plan out your outfits for the week, plan out your outfits for whatever the case may be, and focus on making big decisions, making meaningful big decisions, and the small things don't really matter. So number 10 is reflect and iterate and reiterate. At the end of each day, assess how well you focused, what worked, what didn't. Adjust your strategy based on what you observe about your habits and energy levels. So yeah, you gotta take a do a daily assessment at the end of the day. Or I've said this before, you gotta, at the end of the day, say, what did I learn? What did I learn today? And if you didn't learn nothing, or if you didn't do well, figure out what you gotta do better tomorrow. And do better tomorrow. That's part of the 1%. That's part of being 1% better every single day, getting 1% better every single day. And once we do that, life's good. Alright? Number 11, train your attention span. Practice focus on one task for gradually longer periods of time. Start with 10 minutes, then 15, and so on. A lot of us, especially with like this bite-sized content that's on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, there's like 15-second reels, and you just scroll, TikTok, whatever the case may be. Our attention spans as a human race is decreasing. That's how I feel. I could be wrong, but our attention span as a human race is decreasing. And what we need to do is every day find something that's interesting to you and focus on that. If it's reading a book, watching more longer form content, whatever the case may be, exercising and actually focusing and not really like listening to music while you exercise, listen to a podcast or just something that keeps your attention focused for more than just like 1 minute bite-sized content. Engage in activities that naturally demand focus, like puzzles, reading, and playing a musical instrument. Yeah, like me, I do my French. I'm about to start. I got a big idea for another painting that I'm gonna do. It's a large canvas that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna paint that probably in March. Probably in February. Yeah, probably in February, because January I'm traveling. March I'm traveling. February I don't really have any plans for travel, but I might travel. And yeah. Number 12, embrace boredom. Resist the urge to immediately reach for your phone when bored. Let your mind wander. This builds resilience against distractions. Over time, you'll find it easier to resist low-value distractions. Correct. That's why I say sometimes I leave my phone wherever, and then I let my mind wander. I'll sit here, I'll listen to my 432s, and I'll just let my mind wander while I'm studying, I'm doing my homework, I'm doing whatever it is that I gotta do. But I'm stopping myself from getting distracted, or from once I get bored, or the whatever it is that I'm studying is no longer challenging me. I will go on Instagram, or I'll go on YouTube, whatever the case may be, and I'll distract myself, right? Without letting myself be bored or figuring out how to study harder or have the material more ingrained in my head than it already is. So the goal is to let myself be bored, sit there in silence, meditate sometimes, and let yourself wander. Let your thoughts be your thoughts, and think sometimes about everything that's going on, and write. Another big thing is to write, to physically write, not be on your phone and typing in your notes. Sorry. Not be in your phone typing on your notes, but actually get a notebook, a physical pen, physical pencil, and actually write. You know what I mean? Write physical words. And when you mess up, or erase it, you know what I mean? Or cross it out with a pen. That's why I like pencils better, because you can erase it, and you can, the mistake is more hard hitting, because now you have to erase, scrape off the shavings and stuff like that. But I digress. Number 13 is build accountability. Yes, you need an accountability partner. You need to be your own accountability partner. And you need to hold yourself accountable. You need to make sure that you are doing what you told yourself that you would do, because you are the only person that can let yourself down, right? You can't expect nothing from anybody. You can't expect anybody to make your life better. You need to do it yourself, and you need to show up for yourself. You're the only person that is with you 24/7, 365 for the rest of your life. You will be with you, right? So you need to make sure that you are showing up for yourself and holding yourself accountable, because the only person that suffers is your future self. So share your goals with your friends and coworkers who can help you keep you on track. But again, share those goals with them that may help you stay accountable, because if you have the right friends, they will tell you, listen, like, you told me you was going to do this year. Where are you on that? I mean, at the end of the day, they can't punish you. You know what I mean? You can't really punish you. You can punish yourself, but most people won't. You need to hold yourself accountable. Be your own accountability partner, and use tools like daily progress trackers or apps like Habitica to gamify your focus building efforts, right? Habitica, I used to use that not too long ago, but it wasn't really good for me, but it's a process. Number 14, reframe your perspective on distraction. Instead of fighting them, ask, why am I seeking distractions right now? Often it's a sign you're avoiding discomfort or need a break, right? So distractions aren't 1000% always a bad thing, but you need to analyze and realize why you need to be distracted or why you are letting yourself be distracted. Learn to recognize when distractions serve as a signal to pause or adjust your workflow. It happens. We all, sometimes we overwork ourselves. I know me for a fact. I always, I'm not gonna say always. I used to overwork myself. Now I don't, not as much as I used to in the past. But excuse me. But excuse me. But yeah. Reframe your perspective on distractions. Sometimes you need to be distracted. Sometimes the real world out there is what's the word? It's not as good as you want it to be, and it's sad, right? And you may be going through some things, and you need to not focus on that so that you can get some other work done. You know what I mean? You could be distracted from negativity in your life, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but at the end of the day, we do need to address those negative things. It's just sometimes okay to be distracted and then come back to it with a more clear mind, a more level set head, right? And again, celebrate your small wins. Small wins matter. Again, shout out to Michelle. I need to get one of those shirts. I don't think she makes them anymore though. Reward yourself when you successfully complete a focus session or resist a distraction. Whatever that reward is for you, that's between you and yourself. I can't tell you how to reward yourself. I don't even know how I reward myself, to be honest. But positive reinforcements help reinforce the habit of staying on task, right? So that goes back to the 25-5. So you study for 25 minutes and you take a break for 5 minutes. And in the beginning, you'll be setting that alarm. You'll be like, all right, I'm gonna set this alarm for 25 minutes. When it goes off, I'm gonna stop studying and I'm gonna, take a break for 5 minutes. But then as time goes on, you're gonna stop setting those alarms and you're just gonna naturally just start taking breaks at a comfortable space in your study session, in your non-distraction session. So start off with the alarms. That's kind of like when you get a work schedule, right? And you gotta be at work 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever the case may be. You wake up at the same time every day. In the beginning, you're setting that alarm, but after a while, it's like you're just waking up naturally every day at that time. So the essence of improving focus lies in taking proactive steps to train your brain. Set up the right conditions and commit to ongoing refinement. When you stop blaming distractions and focus on developing stronger habits, your ability to concentrate will naturally improve over time. So I'm going to go back over these 15 bullet points for y'all. I hope y'all found at least one thing that you can implement into your daily routine, one thing that you could add to your lifestyle, right? One thing that resonates with you that may work for what you already got going on. And I hope this helps you get 1% better. I hope this helps you stop being distracted and actually focus on your goals and get more done, get more accomplished, be more rewarded, have a more fulfilling and more rewarding life. And be proud of yourself, you know what I mean? Because we all have things we want to change. It's just not all of us are actually working towards those, right? So with less distractions, more time and more opportunity to work on the things that you actually want to change. And being less distracted and being more focused may be one of those things. So always remember, don't blame your distractions, improve your focus. Don't blame the distractions, improve your focus. And yeah, so I'm gonna go back over to 15. Then I'm gonna release y'all in love, release y'all in glory, release y'all in perfect harmony Release y'all in non-distraction, right? After you get done with this video, go get better. Go be better, all right? Acknowledge the root of the problem. Number 1, acknowledge the root of the problem, right? Number 2, understand how focus works. Number 3, start with a clear vision. Number 4, be specific and set specific and realistic goals. Number 5, optimize your environment. Number 6, leverage the power of time of management. Leverage the power of time management. I don't know why I said time of management. It's a typo in what I wrote. I'm sorry. Number 7, practice mindfulness, right? And with that one, being mindful is also being mindful to the people around you, and being that's a whole nother video, but just being a decent human being brings so much to your life, and you don't even realize it. It's like, you know how much you get and how easy it is for you to have a beautiful life by just being a decent human being, nice to other people, just a nice smile, random compliment in the middle of the street. That's a whole nother video. Number 8, prioritize energy management. Prioritize your energy. Like, don't exert all your energy in the beginning of the day and just drag out for the rest of the day. You got to, release a little bit of energy throughout the day. Not saying be lazy and not work hard, but just be mindful of the energy that you're exuding. Number 9, limit the decision fatigue. Don't make so many big decisions at once. Life happens, time waits for no man, but at the end of the day, you have to be mindful and have thoughts about the decisions you're making. Don't just make big decisions without the right context behind it. I don't know. Y'all heard what I said when I went over it the first time. Number 10, reflect and reiterate. Right? Reflect and reiterate. Reflect on what it is that you did and reiterate how it is that you are getting better. Right? And integrate too. Integrate change and number 11, train your attention span. Train your attention span. So we're all so used to bite-sized content. I'm not gonna keep going through these, but we're all so used to bite-sized content that our attention spans are diminishing. So train your attention span. Number 12, embrace boredom. Number 13, build accountability. Number 14, reframe your perspective on distractions. And number 15, celebrate small wins. Celebrate small wins. I forgot what it is that I used to say at the end of 100 Simple Life Truth. I don't know why, it just randomly dawned on me. I'm going to get back to saying it. It was a great quote. I think I have it in my phone somewhere. But I'm not going to look for that. So, yeah. Don't blame the distractions. Fix your focus. Don't blame the distractions. Fix your focus. I'm going to let y'all go. And love, peace, harmony, all that good stuff. The blessings. I hope everyone's having a good day. Whenever you're listening to this, today is December 11th, 2024. It is 4 o'clock, pretty much. And I hope y'all all having a good day. I'm having a good day. And remember that your future is in your hands. Your future is in your hands. Go out there and get what you got to get. Faith without works is dead. Whatever it is that you want in life, you know that you got to go work for it. You can pray on it. You could have your mantras. You could manifest it. When manifesting is just when your reality, when you're no longer dependent on seeing your reality change, pretty much. So go ahead and manifest it. But if you're not actually putting the work behind it, you're not being intentional, manifesting doesn't mean anything. So with that being said, hope you have a good day. I'm out of here.